What's going on, everyone? So the Lakers signed Colin Castleton of the University of Florida and Demoy Hodge from the University of Missouri to two-way deals this season, but they also still have one of their two-way players from last year in Cole Swider. Now, Swider is using this summer as another chance to prove that he deserves some time in the NBA so far. Through a few games, he has shown that he can still hit the three at a high level, but at times commits bad turnovers and doesn't make the right play. This could be in due part to him wanting to make a good impression, but it's what has limited him so far. So the Lakers are looking to take one of their two-way guys and bring them into the roster. So we know the Lakers are actively looking for another big man. They are going to very likely find that. If not, maybe, Colin Castleton, something like that. We'll touch on that in a minute. But the Lakers are looking to bring in another big man, preferably a Christian Wood, Bismack Biyombo. Those are the two names that seem to be heavily rumored. And then they want to bring in one of their two-way guys and bring them onto the roster because due to the new rules, you're allowed to have 3 two-way guys if your roster is full. So very likely they will end up signing to somebody to some type of non-guaranteed or something like that, and then end up bringing in one of their two-way guys, giving them a full roster spot, and then that will free up another two-way, and then they can sign one of the other guys that they really like on their summer league roster to a two-way, and then they'd have their 3 two-way guys. That's the idea, right? Cole Swider was the original intention. Cole Swider is not NBA ready. Now, personally, I think Colin Castleton, I really like him coming up as that third big. Even if you go the veteran route, I still don't think it hurts to bring him on as maybe your fourth big, actually allow him to earn a roster spot. He has shown a lot of really great flashes or a lot of brilliance. Also, Colin Castleton, I think, would actually be able to get playing time, even if you did get, let's say you do get Christian Wood, right? So now you have Anthony Davis, you have Christian Wood, and you have Jackson Hayes along with Colin Castleton. So you basically got 4 bigs. LeBron James and Anthony Davis are going to miss 20 to 30 plus games, right? So what that does, that frees up those spots. And let's say you have a Christian Wood, or let's say it's not Christian Wood, let's say it's Bismack Biyombo, right? Well, if Anthony Davis or LeBron don't play, then now things can change, right? So if LeBron doesn't play, you can move AD to the 4 and then start Hayes. And now you have Castleton that kind of moves up a slot to where you can use him. If Anthony Davis doesn't play, well then same thing, right? Anthony Davis is out, you start Hayes, and then you have Biyombo and Castleton in those spots. You kind of split minutes for them. If they both miss, then perfect. You could do something where you go maybe Castleton and Hayes because Castleton can knock down the mid-range in his passing ability, right? I do think Colin Castleton has shown enough flashes to earn a roster spot. Not expecting him to come in, play 30 minutes a game, and be, a Jokic light or anything like that. I've seen a lot of hype for that. Now, I'm in the camp, right? I'm building a castle right now, right? So I'm with it. But we got to calm expectations. Like, the guy has been absolutely brilliant, he's been one of the best players in Summer League, period. Not even just a center. I mean, just players, period. All around play. Like, there's guys that have, put up 20 every game, but they're not efficient. He's putting up numbers on efficiency. He's making passing plays. He's blocking shots. All around, he's been one of the best all-around players we have seen in Summer League. He's gotten a lot of love, a lot of attention, and that's good, right? The Lakers seem to have found a real gem with him. I think that they should bring him in. I don't hate the idea, though, of, let's say they do sign another big, right? Let's say we do get Bismack Biyombo or Christian Wood, whomever, right? I wouldn't mind if they bring Hodge in because he has shown a lot of great flash. He's been really good too. He's KCP 2.0. Their size is similar. Their style of play is similar. It's like watching KCP all over again. Hodge is, that's the perfect, he himself said he modeled his game after KCP. Those were his words. And it's blatantly obvious. And the one position outside of the center position that you could argue is a little thin is the shooting guard, right? We're good at point guard because with point guard, you also have LeBron James who can handle the ball, and you have Austin Reeves who they want to give more playing time. Shooting guard is the one spot where it's like, okay, you got Austin Reeves as a starter, and then where do you go from there? You can play D'Lo at the 2, sure. You can maybe play Prince at the 2, but Max Christie probably gets that backup spot, you'd imagine. Him and Prince probably play the 2 a bit. You have Lewis and Shafino, but how much are they going to play those positions? And I think Hodge would be nice to bring in and kind of just be that two-way style guy. He could be your 3-and-D style player that could come in and really kind of round out that roster. I really like what we've seen from him. I think he has shown some real flashes. I think he's shown the ability to shoot the 3 ball, to play defense. I mean, he's been a hound on the defensive end. Really good defensively. And then I think these 2 guys who are on the 2A, which the Lakers, again, their scouting department, their draft department, I mean, it's A1. I'm for real. They have the best, in my opinion, they have the best one in the entire league. Miami's really good. Miami's definitely up there, but come on. I mean, the Lakers time and time again just continue to just show how good they are at just drafting players and finding talent and undrafted guys and stuff. So these 2 guys have really shined. I'm all for bringing either one of them in. I like Swider. I do. He is elite 3-point shooting. Without a doubt, he is NBA level 3. I could see him coming to the league and being one of the best 3-point shooters in the league, bar none. He's got good size. He's able to get his shot off. In the G League, he's been dominant. He's not NBA ready. He's not. He's good at shooting the 3 ball, and that is it. He gets lost. He might as well be 5'9" instead of 6'9". He has no awareness on the defensive end. He has no discipline. Doesn't move his feet well. He doesn't have athleticism, right? Like he doesn't fight for rebounds or like you saw. He had like 7 or 8 rebounds the other night, and literally all like if you watch that game, all of them just fell in his lap. Literally, he was standing there, and the team was the Hornets were just jacking up threes and shots and stuff, and the ball just kept finding him. He wasn't fighting for rebounds and fighting for boards like a 6'9" guy does. No, he literally was wide open. There was nobody around, and the ball just kind of rolled to him, and he picked it up, and so it counted as a rebound. I like Cole Swider. I was rooting for the kid. I wanted to see him make the NBA roster. He's not there yet. Maybe another year. Maybe that's what it needs. The problem is he's only getting older. He's, 24 now? So that's my concern. Could you bring him in as like your 15th guy just to have that 3-point specialist for, moments? Like kind of like what they did with Matt Ryan, although they ended up letting him go, right? Do they kind of bring in Swider, have him kind of just ride the pine, and then just use him for like spot situations, right? End of a quarter, end of a half, end of the game. You're down 2 or you're down 3, whatever, and you need a tie, throw Swider in because he's one of the best 3-point shooters, knock it down. Right? Like, I was hoping Cole Swider could be like our Duncan Robinson. Right? Like, when Duncan Robinson is on, that dude is on. Right? But the problem is when he's not on, he's almost unplayable. Cole Swider literally is unplayable outside of his 3-point shooting. Right? Like at least Duncan Robinson does other things. Not great, but he does other things. Cole Swider gives you nothing if he's not shooting the 3 ball. Even in Summer League, some of these games, like you're watching him and you're just like, dude, this guy gives you nothing but shooting 3s. And again, he's really good at that. It doesn't hurt to have him. Like if the Lakers bring him in on that final spot, I wouldn't hate it. Also, I wouldn't be shocked if they do, just so if they need to cut somebody, they can cut him, right? So here's the thing. If they get Christian Wood or Bismack Biyombo, chances are those are going to be guaranteed deals, right? So if that happens, and the Lakers have some extra money because they didn't give Gabe Vincent the full mid-level, the idea is they'll have extra money to offer somebody on the buyout market. Here's the problem. If you have all guaranteed contracts, how do you go and get somebody on that buyout market? So you don't want to lose Castleton. You don't want to lose Hodge. Swider, as great of a three-point shooter as he is, provides nothing else. Do you bring him on the roster so you can give somebody else that you like a two-way spot? And then if no one in the buyout market is available, fine, you keep Swider. But if not, you let him go and you bring in that guy. I'm just saying, like, who would you rather have? Right? Would you rather have Hodge, Castleton, or Cole Swider? I would rather have Hodge and Castleton. I think they both just do so much more. I think Hodge can give you maybe not as elite level of three-point shooting, but he can give you some very good three-point shooting, and he also plays defense, and he can also create his own shot. He can also get to the basket. He also do a lot of other things. I'd rather have those two than Cole Swider. So, I don't know. It's just a thought. And then, you bring in somebody like Fudge. I think Fudge has earned a two-way spot. I mean, he reminds me of a Jared Vanderbilt 2.0. I really do. I think he could be another Jared Vanderbilt. Bring him in on a two-way, give him the two-way, bring Swider up, and then if you have to, you can always cut Swider and then free up that roster spot, and now you're good. And go bring in that buyout market. It would suck to see Swider go, but, he's 24. How many more years does he have of development before he just kind of gets too old? So I don't know. That's kind of my thought. I think if you're looking for the buyout market, you bring in Swider because it's not gonna kill you to release him, right? If you're not and you're looking for like the best talent to come on your roster and kind of help with the need, then I think you bring in Hodge or Castleton. But those are my thoughts, and as always, I pass the question on to you. Let me know yours down in the comments below. What do you think of this situation? How do you feel? What do you think the answer is? Whatever it is, I'd love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments below.